fellow doers. I could do anything, and today I could cook using leftovers. So let's see what we got. Okay, we got a bag of some meats. All right, those are good. We could use that. Some eggs. Okay, we could use that. We could work with that. Tupperware. Okay, let's see what we got in here, and maybe we got a meal. So, what the? Oh my! Oh, what the freak? Oh, I don't know if you guys could see, but those are supposed to be potato. Oh, gosh, potato. Oh, potatoes, man. Oh gosh, that's moldy. That's mold. Oh, but throw that away. Throw that away. Oh gosh. Let's see what else we got. Freaking macaroni salad. Get out of here. You're not getting no product placement. What the? Okay, we don't need some goat cheese. I don't know what this is. Maybe more cheese. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but I don't know. Yeah, look at that. That looks like Neapolitan. Like it's dark and then a little bit of light, and then the light is like pretty sure that's moldy too. Oh my goodness, it's so full. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna try and open that one because I'm pretty sure I might throw up again. Holy crap! What the freak do we? What do I have in here? That's that's all the leftovers we have. I mean, I could use some cheesecake, but I doubt that would make any sense with what I'm cooking. Maybe I'll use some of these. That would taste good with the meats, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, and they're still, yeah, the expiration date, guys. I don't know if you could see that, but it says June 23rd. Pretty sure these shouldn't be good, but yeah, I'll try them. I'll try. Maybe they will be good. I mean, they look pretty good. Last but not least, some tortillas. Sadly, we don't have any flour, so we're gonna have to deal with 3 corn. Wow. Well, it looks like we're having 3 tacos. Yeah, seems good. So, here's what we got to work with our leftover surprise. 2 eggs. Bag of meat. 3 tortillas. And some vegetables that are obviously the hot kind. So immediately when I saw the bag of meat and the eggs, I was thinking machaca, but I'm thinking another thing. Might as well just make some fajita type deal, right? Just cook it all together with this and the eggs and the meats, and then just put them in some tortillas. Seems good enough to me, right? So let's get cooking. I mean, gotta make sure you light that up. Get a pan. This pan may be a little bit too small. As you guys can tell, it's actually super small. But we're only cooking for a couple people. Let's get cooking. So here's the plan. Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna get your eggs, crack them in there. Okay. You're gonna shred up your meat with your hand, obviously. You know, just to give it that little authentic feel. And put them in there, mix them together, then put them in the pan you got over there. And then with this, obviously, you gotta test it out, make sure it's still good. So let's do that right away. Whoa, that smells delicious. I'll tell you that much. Okay, so carrots for the first try. Pretty big carrot, if you ask me. Oh god. Oh. Oh my goodness. So my nips are hard. I'm getting goosebumps all over my body from this. It's It's not hot. No, no, no. It's not the heat. That carrot was. Oh my goodness. I don't think I. Oh, I don't think I should have eaten that. Not gonna lie. June 23rd. I mean that wasn't that too long ago, right? I mean, I think I could still cook with it honestly, but I feel that the weird flavor that this has going for it may overpower all the other flavors. So we're not gonna cook them together. Yeah, you gotta make sure you taste every flavor. See, with this, it's citricy. Yes, oh, that's the right word. Citricy, mild heat, plus the kind of bitter aftertaste of the vegetables. Okay, now with the meat, like I said, it's very delicious. It has a nice lemon blend to it. So this citricy with that citricy, too much. We would need something to counteract it. What is it? What is it called? More of a base flavor. A flavor that is kind of bland, which would go good with some maybe broccoli. Broccoli would taste good with this meal, but unfortunately, all we have is eggs. And now the flavor of the eggs by themselves isn't going to be enough to help even out all the citricy taste. So we're gonna have to look for our spices. So we got a lot of spices back here, and I'm gonna get you, which is a mixture of a lot of other spices in one, which is very convenient. You, which is garlic, and some pepper. Yes, there's a little bit of a lot of pepper. Wow, all three of these are like almost done. I'll take all three of those. And get out of here. Salt, yes, actually salt is good. Basic flavor, that's what it is. It wasn't base, it was basic. Well, I mean, same difference. And base flavors, those are good. Good seasonings, good picks, good ones. You do the same. So, let's get started with the spices. First of all, the garlic. That's a perfect amount of garlic. Not too much. Obviously, you don't want to overpower it. Now tomato, basil, which is a really good flavor. Gives a little bit of a leafy taste, but it has the delicious tomato in it. And let's just get a little bit more in there. Come on. Get the freak in there. Go in there. What are you doing? Go in there. Okay, so we're gonna add more. Boom. Got it. Now for the pepper. The ground pepper. Fresh, clean. Boom. We also added some habanero dried peppers in there. So let's get cracking. Okay, I'll die. Time for a good old whisking. Ba da 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 da. Now I know what you're thinking. Wait. There's a lot of spices for just 2 little eggs. Well, you gotta remember, we're gonna be hand shredding this meat and putting it in there. So, while we whisk this away, we're gonna slowly but surely rip this piece by piece. Oh, yes. And then we're gonna add it to the delicious eggs. Now, make sure your pan is salted and it's on the low setting because you don't want to cause any fires. Safety first! Yes. Now look at this. See, what we did here was we slowly but surely picked every piece of meat and made it very, very small. Now we also mixed it in. Now as you guys see, it's almost a perfect blend of eggs and the meat. And it looks rather delicious. Kind of like a soup or stew like. But don't be fooled, this is uncooked. And we must cook it in the pan. So let's bring this over. Ba 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 da da da. Now, as the pan has been on low, let's gonna crank that up to number 6. Oh my goodness, I don't know if you can tell, but my mouth is watering because this looks absolutely delicious. Let's add that in there. Ooh-wee. That's gonna be some good food right there. I'll tell you that much right there, boy. Now, kind of like a delicious crumble, you're not going to want to let it sit too much. You're going to want to get a spatula or trusty fork, and you're going to want to move it around slightly and a little bit more. But make sure every piece of meat is evenly spread out and is covered with some delicious egg juice or, fetus from a duck or chicken. Ooh, delicious. Alright, so as you guys can see, it's already cooking, so let's get moving and grooving. Now, I should be adding all this music and maybe a time lapse on this in post-production, but I'm not that. Come on, focus. Yes. Ooh, delicious. But that's not how I roll, man. I live in the moment. One take wonders. That's what they call me. Okay, you guys are probably getting bored, so let's cut this. Let's cut it. Let's cut it. Wow, now that is coming to look very fine. You know what else would taste very delicious? If you got an orange and maybe were to scrape off some of the peeling onto it to add that little zest to it. Now, unfortunately, we don't have any of that, so we're just gonna add some OJ. Just to. All right, there, perfect. Now. That's gonna add that little zest like I was talking about, and it's gonna make sure it's all delicious, right? Ooh-wee. That's gonna taste real good. Look at that. Ooh, delicious. Some cheese, yes. We're gonna definitely add some cheese on top of this. Holy crap, that looks so bomb, doesn't it? Cheese, yes, and then let's get putting some of those. What were they? Tortillas on the stove. Cook. And yes, cook. Let's get looking good cooking. So, just a little bit about myself. I used to be bullied a lot, yeah. Growing up, maybe in middle school, I would say, I would always get picked on and messed around with. Yep. Homeschool was very, very tough. Boom, boom, boom. Perfectly bomb. Well, I'll tell you, that was rather perfect. 1, 2, 3 tacos created from the 2 eggs, the bag of meat, and the 3 tortillas that we had. Well, that's a job well done. Time to feast like kings, and I'll tell you how it tastes. So, a nice little story. One day I was talking to my friend, and I told him I never knew how my dad looked, and he kindly brought a bottle and was like, "I found your dad." Now, the next day I was like, "Well, you don't know your dad either." I found him here too. So, yeah, let's eat this and see how it tastes. Okay. Tad bit too much basil, not enough garlic. A nice little bit of lemon would go perfect with this, or maybe some hot sauce if you have any, or like any. But other than that, with what we had to work with, honestly, it's very, very great. I'll rate this 5 stars. But remember, I could do anything. And today I just showed you how to make some delicious bomb food with what I had in the fridge, which wasn't much. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to subscribe to become a doer today. like this video. Comment down below what you want me to do next. Thank you, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.